It's a foundation story for Bendigo. It's a big part of their culture and it was completely missing. How can that be?
Apparently a middle-class woman would never be seen dead in public without all these layered petticoats and skirts and with a corset and a bustle. That's how they would have played cricket.
I didn't even think I was the right person to tell the story, and I was sure that someone else would, but I was passionate it was heard. And as Diane said, no one even knew in her family that these women had played that game.
In 1874, there was a cricket match which was organised to raise money for the Bendigo Hospital and the asylum. There were two teams, the blue team and the red team. Barbara was the captain of the blue team and the winning team and the leading scorer in the match.
I liked the fact that it would be a conversation starter. Who's that woman? Why is there a woman in a bustle playing cricket? That never happened. Hopefully they'll read the blurb on the sign and realise that it did happen.
She was only 19 when she was playing in this match. They played 2 matches. Then any future matches, no, they decided not to continue with it because they were vilified. They were called terrible names. There was so much unpleasant stuff written about them that was it. They decided not to continue with it.
How hard could it be? A cricket match in Bendigo, 1874, April 7. Father's idea, John Rae. To play cricket as a woman in a public match at the Bendigo Easter Fair? For God and Sir Galahad! What if their wombs explode?
It was being women in the time wanting to be independent and actually do something.
And it wouldn't be for a couple of decades before other women had a similar sort of like desire and want to get out on the cricket field again and play cricket seriously.
After the clay model was moulded in my studio, the Malwood foundry produced waxes. And so I get the chance to add a bit more detail. Then it goes through another moulding process. It's the lost wax bronze casting process. So the wax gets melted out of the moulds and the hot metal replaces the wax. And then the guys weld the pieces together. There's a lot of fixing the seams and detailing, and they do a marvellous job with that. I come in right at the end and do the little sharp little filing and finesse their beautiful work. And then actually it was just 4 days ago we did the colouring. So the patina is a chemical process that you apply to the surface of the bronze. That's where the blue jacket emerged from the dull bronze colour. And then we do a wax coating over that, and at that point it gets a bit shiny and glossy, and then it gets wrapped up and covered up and installed. So we leave it wrapped up while we install it. So it's not really till now, today, that it's revealed without cranes and barrier tape around it.
You can't be what you can't see. And I think it's very important to remember that. This statue will stand here for a very long time. It will be a call to all women and young girls across this city and beyond to get involved, to do what they want, to do what we know they can.
It's just wonderful in a town like Bendigo that we've got this amazing statue of a woman who made such a big difference to Australian sport. From a cricket perspective, just great to have women out on the field playing, but I think the broader legacy is having the courage to challenge convention.
It's a full circle moment today. Barbara Rae is here once again at the Queen Elizabeth Oval, a few steps away from the very hospital that she raised funds for, in front of cameras from the Bendigo Advertiser once again, just as she was 151 years ago. I'm glad we're celebrating history, but one thing I think is important to acknowledge is that we can learn a lot from how far we've come, but it is also a reminder of how far we still need to go.
At the end of everything, where anything is possible, echoing in the dusk, with 22 women dressed in white, happy as queens. What a beautiful thing it is to be free.